You need to come up with $100,000 in 30 days. What's your plan? Enter a minor league dodgeball game with a motley crew of friends and acquaintances, go on to win due to a discretional matter with the other team, landing a place in the national tournament. Weed our way through the other teams until the final, where I get bribed to not play after my coach got crushed in a freak accident. Have a last-second change of heart to play the final, where 3 judges vote to let me play, 2 agree. Thank you, Chuck Norris. Then play the game where it looks like my rival would knock me out. Luckily, the attentive referee spots that he stepped over the line, initiating sudden death. In a mad gamble, I stare at an old scarf my coach gave me, where I hear him give me some mediocre advice. I press the stained cloth into my face and tie it, blinding myself like some sort of cool ninja guy. My rival throws his shot, only for me to dodge it, 'cause the stained scarf is a little see-through, and follow up with a sweet counter, my guy. It connects right to his hairy upper lip and he falls. Victory, but alas, the winnings were only $50,000 and my rivals still bought me out of my gym. But then, I am presented with my winnings of $5 million since I sneakily bet the $100,000 bribe I received on us to win at 50-1. So I buy the controlling stake of my rival's gym and send him out business, keep the money and get to kiss my pretty lady friend, who also happens to be my real estate lawyer. Oh, and one of my friends is a pirate. I mean, really depends how desperate you are. 100K in 30 days or you get murdered? Rob from houses, become a drug mule, other illegal stuff that nobody else wants to do unless they're desperate. Maybe try internet scams, but they're hit and miss even if you're really good at it. If that's not enough, prostitute yourself. Start practicing with stuff in your ass now. Last resort, if you get to the last few days, might as well take what you've gotten and try to gamble it trying to get to 100K. If you're nowhere close, hit the casino. If you're kinda close, do some risky stock exchanges until you're there. All of this is risky AF, but if it's life or death, might as well try. 100K would really benefit you in the long run and you need every penny of it? Gotta play it smart or you'll screw your future. Heck, if you own a home. Other loans may be an option, though they'll probably destroy your credit and put yourself into a shitstorm trying to pay it all back. The payoff better be really good for raising this 100K. Just trying to raise as much as you can quickly? Obviously sell everything you can possibly think of. My best idea would be to take as many work from home jobs as you can. Find quick hire contract work. Work a ridiculous amount of those jobs. Literally accept everything you can, try to stay afloat for a week or 2 getting through the HR bullshit, and just ride it until you get fired. You can probably squeeze a paycheck or 2 out of most. Speaking to Redditor reading here, this isn't as difficult as it would seem. Think of a problem people or businesses commonly have. Think of a $10K plus problem. Keep in mind here, some solutions are worth more to different people. If I'm a web designer, and you increase the conversion rate of an e-commerce store doing $100 million per year, it's worth more to them than a local shop doing $100K/year. Think of how you're capable of solving that problem. Get online and search for those people and ask if they'd like that problem solved. Let's do the math. And make it terribly unfavorable. You need 10 sales, average 10K per sale. You only sell to 10% of people you actually pitch to because you're not a good salesperson. You need 100 sales calls to get 10 sales. Let's say that's 100 hours of sales calls. To get those 100 sales calls, you need to email/direct message 10,000 business. 2 minutes per reach out, 20,000 minutes. 333 hours in total. 333 hours cold outreach plus 100 hours sales calls equals 433 hours to make $100,000. That's 43.3 hours of effort per sale. I think you'll do much better than this personally, but, there you go. That's too much for one person. Let's get help. Quickly. Let's assume we need one more sale to cover labor costs. Then hire appointment setters on a commission structure of $100 per sale call appointment set. Now you only need to work 110 hours this month to make $110,000. And clear $100,000. Edit. And because this has been a stressful month because my life has been on the line. And I've only worked 110 hours. I might work 220 hours and make $220,000 this month, so I have $100,000 in my pocket to take next month off work and take a nice relaxing holiday. I'll be working 55 hours a week this month. Busy but doable. And I've made $100,000 in my pocket after paying my debt or whatever. Chat with ChatGPT about that. I heard a supposedly true story. It was Max Tegmark telling Lex Fridman on a podcast about a guy who told it he had $100 and all he wanted to do was use his computer to make money, and he would do everything ChatGPT told him to do step by step. 24 hours later, the guy had turned his $100 into $115. I don't know how that story turned out, but pretty good, I imagine, because if you do the math, considering the more you make, then, the more you make rule he'd be doing pretty well at the end of 1 month. And, even better at the end of month number 2. And, so on. Might as well go hard and try every get-rich-quick scheme you can find. Work 16 hours/day on dropshipping businesses, marketing consultancy and all that jazz that Tai Lopez, the knowledge guy, etc. push. Second week you hit the street with a product that you came up with, could be your drop shipping thing as well, and try to sell it to as many people as possible. Either tell the truth or make up a story why you need that kind of money. Tell everyone you see about it. Don't beg. Show them you work for it. You work hard for it. Push your dropshipping business. If people see determination like that, they'll love to help you out. Follow your story on social media and share it with everyone. Always stay humble and nice. Make people like you first, buy from you second. Keep talking to people, improving your strategy/product/business with their feedback. Doesn't matter if you hate every second of it. You can break down after you've made your money. Of course, this depends a little bit on where you live, but if you can make it to a decently sized city with enough people to talk to in 3 weeks without always seeing the same faces, I honestly believe it can be done. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104. This is my confession. If you're watching this tape, I'm probably dead, murdered by my brother-in-law, Hank Schrader. Hank has been building a meth empire for over a year now and using me as his chemist. Shortly after my 50th birthday, he asked that I use my chemistry knowledge to cook methamphetamine, which he would then sell using connections that he made through his career with the DEA. I was astounded. I always thought Hank was a very moral man, and I was particularly vulnerable at the time, something he knew and took advantage of. I was reeling from a cancer diagnosis that was poised to bankrupt my family. Hank took me in on a ride-along and showed me just how much money even a small meth operation could make. And I was weak. I didn't want my family to go into financial ruin, so I agreed. Hank had a partner, a businessman named Gustavo Fring. Hank sold me into servitude to this man. And when I tried to quit, Fring threatened my family. I didn't know where to turn. Eventually, Hank and Fring had a falling out. Things escalated. Fring was able to arrange, I guess you call it a hit, on Hank and failed, but Hank was seriously injured. And I wound up paying his medical bills, which amounted to a little over $177,000. Upon recovery, Hank was bent on revenge. Working with a man named Hector Salamanca, he plotted to kill Fring. The bomb that he used was built by me, and he gave me no option in it. I have often contemplated, unalive, but I'm a coward. I wanted to go to the police, but I was frightened. Hank had risen to become the head of the Albuquerque DEA. To keep me in line, he took my children. For 3 months, he kept them. My wife had no idea of my criminal activities and was horrified to learn what I had done. I was in heck. I hated myself for what I had brought upon my family. Recently, I tried once again to quit, and in response, he gave me this. Walt points to the bruise on his face left by Hank in blood money. I can't take this anymore. I live in fear every day that Hank will kill me, or worse, hurt my family. All I could think to do was to make this video and hope that the world will finally see this man for what he really is.